I just wanted to show you a very simple contact list and task list information sheet or database that you've requested. So this is just very basic. So of course I can make lots of changes. There are lots of ideas I want to improve on. So, but I've got this one, I can work on it, so it makes it cheaper for you. So here I've got two things. I've got a contact list and I've got a task list. So basically we want both of those. I'm going to start with my contact list. So here are my contacts. The contacts at the moment are in alphabetical order due to based on last name. So for each of these, this is a short list. For each of them, I can add more information. So let's say I want to add a phone number for Bob. I can go to his name and I can type a number 555-666 on here. Make it 555-555-5555. Okay, that's his number. Okay, and here I've got description for him, and there I've got his tasks. Okay, so this is all the information about Bob. I can save it and create a new. You see now I'm on a new sheet, but Bob has been saved. If I go back, there's Bob. Okay, I can email it to Bob. So when I open that, it's going to open the email and send this information with all his tasks as an attachment to Bob. Okay, so or I can put any message in there, of course, and I can go and save him on my contact list. Okay, so is Bob and his last name is Bob Last. I'm going to save contact, and he becomes part of my database. Look there, how wonderful is that? Okay, so I can also here go to a different person and add more information if I wanted to. When I finish here, I just close and I'm back on my main contact form. So all my people should be here. I'm just going to this Bob and so on. So I'm going to look at add from Outlook. So if I wanted a person that is on Outlook already, I can go and I can say, well, open my Outlook and let's go for, you see there's Bob Last. He was there. So that is the one that I've just added to the contact list. So let's go for, okay, let's say Debbie Fisher, and she becomes now another person on my list, and she's been added under F for last name because this list is automatically sorted in last name order. So I can go to Debbie and I can add stuff to her, stuff to her form. So add it. Okay, so that's enough. I click on close. I can also go to new contact and it opens that form as well. Okay, so I can add from, and now I can take this list, I can export the list to HTML, binary, etc. if I wanted to keep it somewhere else like CSV. It means I can use this list somewhere else if I wanted to. Right, so this is my contacts. Now what about the tasks? When I open the task, here is my task, the alphabetical order. You see I can change it. I can say oldest to newest on start date, which is great. Okay, so I'm going to add a new list. Here at the bottom is a new list. I'm going to say cook dinner. Okay, that will be a nice thing to do now. And priority is, let's say hi, and let's say it's in progress. Okay, let's say it is 10% completed. Now who is going to do it? Okay, let's say that one. Let's say that one that I've just added, Debbie Fisher. Okay, and now it's today, and let's say it must also be completed today. Okay, and now completed date is not yet complete, it's not overdue, and here I can add information as much as I like about that task. But I can go to open, and here I can say cook the veggies and fruit salad for fruit salad. Okay, for dessert. Okay, let's do that. Okay, that's amazing. So now I can click on save. You don't really need to save it. Automatically saves when you leave the form. And there's my cooked dinner, and it's been inserted. I should really take the sort order of that. You see, there's filters. I can look at dates, between, equals between, before, after, tomorrow is there, last week, next month, etc. So this is all Access features. So, which is quite amazing because I can then filter my task list by date. I can also, of course, I can filter the task list by, let's say, by Bob. So I want Bob only, and there's my task list. Okay, so let's take I can go here to toggle filter, that button there takes all filters that I have, take it off. So if I want, for instance, let's say I want Bob, so I want Bob, okay, now it's going to give me Bob only. So I've got to go here to Bob here. Okay, Bob only. But now I want the ones that's completed. So I can just say there the ones that's completed. And that will then subfilter. But when I click toggle, I get everything back. Okay, so that's quite amazing. I can email again, export it as an email list, and I can get a contact. I can go back to the contact list. When I click here, it takes me to the contact list. Close it, I'm back in my task list. If I close my task list, I'm back in the main form. Go back to the task list. Okay, now on the task list, here I've got, this is what I've done before. So I can go and see all the tasks as a report in a different format, or I can say I want to see all the completed tasks by date. So here, all the completed ones, and it sorts it by date. Okay, now these, I can make them into a different format if you want them. You see, you can have a look to see if you want them. So contact address book, so here I make an address book, and I can go to Bob, and I see everything about Bob. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's a useful one to have. And then I can go to phone list. Okay, phone list, fantastic. They can see the phones. Okay, not many of them have phones. I can go to overdue tasks. Now I see only the overdue tasks, which is fantastic to see. And now I want to see only the completed tasks. Have I got that? Completed tasks. Now, yeah, completed tasks. These are only the completed tasks. And tasks due today. There's tasks due today, and I can do tasks assigned to. Okay, and here is it by person. So that's nice. But now this is what I've currently got, and I need to add to it managers. So if I had to go to my contact list, I want a manager to have his own view. Okay, so in other words, let's say, take it back to the beginning. Somebody signs in on his own login. Now that login, if the login is a manager, then this contact list will only be his people that he manages. Okay, and then obviously the tasks will only be tasks that he manages. Okay, so that's for manager. Now if I am a person that gets a task, when I click on the contact list, it should only show myself really. Or if you wanted to, then I can, for each of the people, only show them that is in their same team. Okay, so I need to know that is something you have to tell me. So now also when I open the task list, so if I'm Debbie Fisher, or I am Gerald Ford, or Anna Sadowski, whatever, when I open the task list, it should show me only my ones. Okay, depending on my login, that must be with a login. So those are the two functionalities that I still want to add. Everything else should be okay, because once I've got those filters associated with the logins, then I think everything else is there. The only thing is here with the reports, I want the same information there, but maybe it must look different, because at the moment this is a Access report, and I think it's easier to work with if it's an Access form. So I need to make them all into forms. But then it's nice that I haven't done it yet, because you can tell me if you want to. So for instance, task due today, that's quite a nice one to have, but it might be an editable form, because this is a report, which is what I've got at the moment, but I want to make it for you into a form that you can go and filter and etc. on it. Okay, so that's what I've currently got. Okay, and if you accept my offer, then we can then build more functionality in based on what you thought was a good thing. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that.